do set your clock right by Big Ben, and haven't you often wondered how it is he's always on the dot? Well, now, what keeps Big Ben right? For the answer, come to a small building in Surrey. Through that open roof, the time on this planet of ours is checked by the movement of the stars. The building and the apparatus belong to Greenwich Observatory, which is responsible for that other time signal we know so well, the 6 pips. This tape records measurements which are constantly corrected by those observations and used to make sure that the master clock is on time. It's on this pendulum the 6 pips rely. And a wireless receiver cross-checks them as they come over the air. On the moving tape is recorded that sound so familiar to us all, indicated by 6 kicks from these pointers. And now let's turn to another well-known sound by which we keep track of the time. Dialing Tim.
At the first stroke, it will be 12, 30, and 50 seconds.
Well, while she goes off to lunch, let's go into the cable room of a telephone exchange and follow the engineer in charge into the clock room, from which the voice of Tim is sent over the wires. The engineer is checking to see that Tim is working properly. That meter shows if the volume is correct, and the standby amplifier provides subscribers with the time, while the usual one is switched off for examination. At the base of the pendulum, through that little hole, is the exciter lamp, which regulates the reproducing apparatus. Inside the case is the main part of Tim, or at least the part you hear. Not, of course, the owner of the golden voice, but the recording of it. The motor drives those records round rather like a gramophone turntable, though the discs, unlike gramophone records, are made of glass, on which the soundtrack is photographed. Instead of being played by a needle, they are reproduced by a ray from a lamp, passing through them onto a photoelectric cell which moves along the surface of the disc to bring in the correct announcement at the right time. The checking meters have to be adjusted to make sure that the voice and the pips come through at the same strength from all the discs. Everything's in order, and all that remains is to switch on the machine that works the thingamabob that turns the record that coos in your ear. At the 3rd stroke, it will be... Well, if you're mechanically minded, you know all about Tim now. But if you're like me, you're probably left thinking it's all very clever.